to physical game. It may have been the signature moment of this NBA season today. What's that face all about? Rah!
That's just nasty. If I was a teammate, you know what I'd say?
What's that?
You nasty boy, you nasty.
Well, what would you say to Kendrick Perkins there?
Oh, my goodness. That's embarrassing.
You got in the way, maybe, of Blake Griffin. You know what? It was a gravity-defying dunk. And so in honor of Blake Griffin, Jay, we thought we would put our staff to work, come up with the 10 most unforgettable in-game dunks in Griffin's lifetime.
He's a young fella. He's only 21 years old, so you won't see Daryl Griffin, you won't see David Thompson, you won't see Dr. J. That's where everybody's going to be tweeting me saying, you forgot about such and such.
Yeah, no chocolate thunder either on this, but you had to start this list with a rose, didn't you?
To appreciate the beauty of a rose, you must respect the thorn. And the reigning MVP, Derrick Rose, in the Valley of the Sun, out on the fast break, the double pump clutch on Gordon Dragic, explosive on the fast break. That is just not friendly at all.
Oh, let me just show you something right here, Jay. Look at this, look at this.
That's a screensaver.
That's a bad man right there. Meantime, while Jalen's taking pictures right there, how do you put a list together, Jalen, and not have Kobe on it?
Kobe Bean Bryant, the second greatest shooting guard in NBA history behind Michael Air Jeffrey Jordan. He was the number 8 at one time of his career with the black shoes and the black socks, the short haircut, the tongue wagging like his idol Michael Jordan, and he tells the young Dwight Howard, hey young fella, don't be trying for a block or a charge or a flop. I'm coming to the basket. Look at that screensaver.
Almost jumping over Superman right there. Meantime, Jay, Hakeem may have been the dream, but he found himself in a nightmare going up against KJ.
It was a dream. Now Kevin Johnson is a man for the people, but then against Hakeem Olajuwon, he was the enemy. Attacking the basket. An underrated point guard in NBA history could get you 20, could get you 10, and it could dunk over Hakeem the Dream. The all-time leading shot blocker in NBA history is Hakeem the Dream.
Can you talk trash to Hakeem?
Not at all. I played against him a couple of times. I got lucky, made a couple of shots around him. I didn't say one word.
There you go. Our next guy, you know what? You might as well make the whole top 10 list out of him, but this one was about as good as it gets.
Yes, pretty much. Sergeant Vincent Lamar Carter. First, look at the ball handling, the nifty play, the footwork for the 6'8", big hand, Vince Carter. And by the way, you want to know who that is underneath? That's Alonzo. Good morning, big fella. Because Vince Carter's coming through with his hat cocked back. And he's going to the rack, and he will not be stopped.
We're going to have more from Vince coming up. He was air quarterback. He's a pummel jumper now, but he used to be able to get up once upon a time.
Shot blockers will get dunked on, but not like that.
Yeah. You know, if only Sean Bradley could get royalties off this next one we're about to do.
Yeah, one thing about being 7'4", guys want to take the opportunity to make sure they dunk on you, if not anyone else. And Tracy McGrady took that opportunity on Sean Bradley as he drives baseline on the big fella. What you dunking for, big fella? Put your head up. Can't nobody help you right now.
Take a charge.
Running around looking for help, pulling his mouthpiece out like a surprise fight. He need to stand an 8 count.
T-Mac could fly once upon a time.
Yes, he could. Tracy McGrady, a multiple-time All-Star, an NBA scoring champion, a versatile wing player. He played point guard at points in his career. But look at that poster. Even Yao Ming has the gas face look on his face. Like, that's just nasty.
And you know what? The city of Seattle needs a hoops team. Because when they had one, the Rain Man was must-see TV.
Yes, indeed. I used to love seeing the glove throw lobs to the Rain Man. And when he used to go to the basket like this, and I used to be playing NBA jams, I used to sing, "You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. There's no one left to blame." Ask Austin Liston. He can't stop the rain. And then the Rain Man gave him the 2-shot salute.
And that was the best part. Right? They gave him the
Yes, indeed.
Just letting him know.
Oh, man, that's just flagrant.
Like,
Imagine you got to get in the car with your family and your kids after that.
what happened? Sean can't happen.
Yes.
And you know what? MJ didn't create the poster, but he perfected it.
Yes, indeed. Michael Air Jeffrey Jordan. Look at the nipple forward. This is why we call him the Black Cat. Look at this. Ooh. Think like he was going towards half court, and all of a sudden he finds Patrick Ewing. And this is a tough-minded Knicks defensive team. That's John Starks. That's Charles Oakley, one of his best friends. And that's Patrick Ewing, one of the best centers in NBA history, going chest to chest with "Sometimes I feel like he is me, like Mike."
Knicks fans, I promise we're not doing this.
Not personal.
Patrick.
Not personal.
But he's on this list again,
He's
Jay.
a shot blocker. And the one thing about being a shot blocker, sometimes you get in the picture, sometimes you get on the screensaver. Next up, you see Scottie Pippen gets it on the fast break against Patrick Ewing, pushes him down, walks over him. That's almost a standing there counting box.
He got
Like,
close up.
that's just not fair. I'm glad he didn't connect with that right hand to the face. And he tells Spike Lee, you know where you can sit. Well, look at that. The big fella's falling backwards. The 7-foot, almost 300-pounder looking like, wow, he got me good.
Morris Blackman didn't have too much to say. Scotty got him on that one. Meantime, Jay, when you jump over another human being, you're going to make this list.
Another grown man. This is not a dunk contest. This is not staged. This is a basketball game. And I heard people saying, oh, well, John Lucas is only 5'11". Yeah, he's 5'11". And LeBron James is 6'8". He's jumping over another player in an NBA basketball game with one hand. Oh, my God. That is just nasty by the king.
One more time. I mean, there's a grown man standing here, and there's another man jumping over him.
And his head is right at the backboard. And by the way, I love those uniforms. Woo!
Gotta get it.
All black everything with the black shoes and black socks. I can deal with
Once
that.
upon a time, I know some of the boys like that. Finally, there is the holy grail. There is the gold standard, and it happened in the Olympics.
Yes, indeed. Sergeant Vincent Lamar Carter. Now, he looked at Frederick Weiss. He wanted it. He attacked the hoop with ferocity. And I just know, I can only imagine. We couldn't say on TV what Kevin Garnett is saying right now. I can only imagine what the big ticket has to say. Look at that. That looks like Michael Jordan Jumpman. That's exactly what that looks like. I played with Vince in Toronto, and I'm actually mad that we didn't get him in 1999 in Indiana when he went baseline and did a double pump dunk. I'm glad you guys didn't do that to my former teammates. I won't call any names.
That was just 10 of the best. Is there a favorite that you had among those?
All of them.
All of them, yeah.
Yes, all of them. Classic material.
So the best in-game, some of the best in-game dunks in a lifetime.
Dominique was a little older in the 90s. I know you didn't see any Nick on there. I was trying to get him on there.
Plays of the night coming up next.